We're about to stay overnight in one of the most dangerous and mysterious places in America, the Superstition Mountains. Native tribes warned it was the entrance to the underworld. Early explorers vanished, searching for a city of gold from an ancient civilization. Deep in the peak is the Lost Dutchman's gold mine, a hidden fortune, cursed for centuries. Since the 1800s, hundreds have died or disappeared searching for it. Some found decapitated, mutilated, others never found at all. Hikers vanish without a trace. Compasses fail. UFOs, shadow figures, skinwalkers, wendigos, stick people, Bigfoot-like creatures, and disembodied voices are regularly reported. Locals speak of energy vortexes, portals to other dimensions, and a land that doesn't want to be found. Over 100 unexplained disappearances are documented, but across thousands of years, there may be thousands more. No clear trails, no cell service, no second chances. Ghost towns, lawless and ruthless, were built upon the quest for answers and wealth. Committing murder to get one step closer to the gold wasn't a question, it was a necessity. The Superstition Mountains aren't just haunted, they are built upon everything we consider paranormal. And tonight, we'll be venturing into the literal, dead center of the mountains in search of answers. Yet we'll leave with more questions as we come across a secret, ancient altar and possible entrance to another realm. This is portal and entrance to the underworld.
Whoa, double confirmation.
Well, welcome back to the Overnight channel, or welcome to it if it's your first time here. This is going to be a bit of a special episode because typically we go to a place and we just choose one location and that's where we focus on for the night, but we are doing Superstition Mountain, which is behind us. We will be getting to there tonight with an actual mountain guide who will keep us alive, not from spirits, but from the actual real world dangers such as rattlesnakes and scorpions that can legitimately kill us, who also knows the history, the folklore, the superstitions, the known portal possibly in the top center, maybe to another dimension, or to the center of the earth. But first, before we even get there, we're starting here at the Goldfield mining town, a ghost town that is also known for paranormal activity, all of which ties together. We have an amazing guide we're about to be meeting with who knows everything about this place, and as a paranormal investigator, our goal is to see as much as we can, investigate as much as we can, and ideally make the best possible video we can on Superstition Mountain top to bottom, or I guess in this case, bottom to top. Towering above the Arizona desert just east of Phoenix, the Superstition Mountains are more than a rugged wilderness. They're a place of ancient fears, deadly legends, and unsolved mysteries, where explorers vanish, strange lights appear, and some believe evil itself watches from the peaks. Long before Europeans arrived, the Apache and other native tribes regarded the superstitions with fear and respect. According to Apache tradition, the mountains conceal the entrance to the lower world, a spiritual realm inhabited by powerful, dangerous beings. The true entrance to the underworld, but not of a spiritual meaning, where other unknown creatures live. Spanish explorers in the 1500s hunted for the mythical 7 cities of gold, believed to be from a past civilization, but left empty-handed. By the 1800s, American settlers moved in, and tales of hidden gold began spreading like wildfire. The era of the Wild West, ruthless attempts at greed, and a lawless town were formed. The most famous legend is that of Jacob Waltz, a German immigrant nicknamed the Dutchman, who supposedly discovered a massive gold deposit deep in the superstitions in the 1870s. He reportedly revealed hints of the location on his deathbed in 1891, but never gave exact directions. Since then, over 600 expeditions have tried to find the mine. Dozens have died or gone missing, including experienced outdoorsmen and even military-trained searchers. Some bodies were found mutilated or in impossible locations. Others were never recovered at all. In 1931, a treasure hunter vanished. His skull was found months later with a bullet hole and mysterious maps in his diary. In 1949, another went missing until his decapitated body was found 400 feet below a cliff. 2009, 2018, several disappearances occurred in the same area, many within miles of each other. Some bodies were never recovered, others were badly decomposed, far from their last known location, some mutilated with remains scattered miles apart. The mountains have built a terrifying reputation over the centuries, not just for the deaths, but the strange phenomena that occur there. Hikers vanish without a trace, no gear, no footprints, no distress calls. Multiple witnesses report silent, glowing orbs, UFOs, rising from the canyons, or hovering over Weaver's Needle, a rock spire central to the Dutchman story.
Some believe the mountains sit on magnetic anomalies, or energy vortexes that distort space, time, or reality itself. Apache legends speak of spirit guardians who protect the mountains from greedy outsiders. Skinwalkers, stickmen, Bigfoot, shadow figures, and nearly every other form of cryptid or extraterrestrial beings have been encountered within these mountains. Modern visitors report instances of being watched or surveilled by the beings that seemingly want protected. Even with the paranormal dangers removed, the jagged cliffs, deep ravines, scorching temperatures, rattlesnakes, and infections have claimed many lives. Maps are unreliable, and cell service is non-existent. Once you're in, you're on your own. Yet tonight, we will be making our way to an area that only one person has been to before. The remnants of an ancient altar, or perhaps was once an entrance to the Underworld or another dimension. But first, we will be stopping at a ghost town that massively contributed to the lore, death, chaos, and hauntings of the Superstition Mountains.
Hey. What's up, man? Elton.
How you doing?
Nice
Matt.
to meet you, man. Pleasure.
Ginger.
Love the
Hello.
fit, dude. Jerry, welcome to Goldfield. Well-established town, 1890s mining town. Extremely haunted. It's made even worse by that mountain.
What is the direct correlation between Goldfield and Superstition?
They thought it would be wise to try and mine gold here after people had failed many times out there. They thought it'd be smart to do it here, and they found otherwise. But in October of 1897, they actually blasted right into an aquifer. This aquifer kept flooding into the mine. These men barely escaped with their lives. Floods the entire mine. They were warned not to dig here, but they thought it would be smart to do it anyway. And it just destroyed the mine, and that aquifer is still beneath our feet as we speak. If you were trying to steal gold, they would just drag you out and hang you from somewhere. A lot of frontier justice going on here. There's a building right over here that started out as a night of fun. I was fairly new to the area at the time, and I was excited to go in one of these buildings at night, and I thought it would be fun to call on my friend, and I was like, hey, if there's something in here, why don't you say the name of the woman I'm pointing to? Her name actually got said by a disembodied voice somewhere in the room, and as crazy as it sounds, I didn't believe it at first. I wasn't alone. There were 6 others with us. I was like, wait, whoa, that's impossible. There's no way that just happened. I got everybody to sort of regather, calm back down, and I literally shouted to like the dark corners of the room, for the sake of skepticism, if there's something here that wants to be known, you say the name of this woman I'm pointing to a second time, and then I promised I won't ask a third time. And from behind us, we actually jumped. It was like pain in the heart, but that's not where it ended. I looked over and she actually became very pale, and she actually wound up hitting the ground. My friend and I went to lift her up, and we actually watched 3 red nail marks appear right down her chest. My friend and I lifted her up, and literally blood drawn from the chest. We're rushing her to get out of the building, and while we're doing so, I look over at my friend, basically to give him the expression, what the hell are we witnessing? While doing so, we both watched 3 more red nail marks appear right down her back. Now this got her out of the building. We got her down to like the dirt below, and she sort of like sort of came to. We're like, are you okay? And she was mortified. She wasn't going back up in the building. Nightmares for weeks. It was frightening, but after I got over that, it sort of, that light just came on. That's a motion detector light that doesn't go past the railing of that balcony.
Really?
What?
We've been standing here for several minutes, nothing's happened. The curse on that mountain will essentially trap souls here. It's a Native American curse that sort of is a irony to the people that tried to mine here. They're like, oh, you want to be here? Well, how about this? You can never leave. That mountain is sacred to the natives out here, so you're not supposed to tamper with it. And what did these guys do? They came out here and blew holes in what would essentially be their church. Yeah. So some people are on the side of the ghosts. One of the most haunted buildings I personally have ever stepped foot in.
Oh, this is cool. Smells like a bordello.
Right here, looking right at me. So if I was Jerry,
So you
I
were
would be
pointing,
pointing
you were
just
like, hey.
just like that. And she was looking at me like, what are you doing? The first voice came from by this couch. The second voice in there where the mannequins are standing. The second voice was much louder than the first. This is a picture that somebody took of the mirror. There's nothing really going on here.
Right.
But in the very next photo, what is that?
Inside the...
It's literally draping inside the tub.
What?
I've never been able to explain this photo.
Wait, that's
Inside.
in the tub.
It's literally it going into the tub. The pictures are literally taken a second apart. No shadow physically drips into the tub like that.
No.
It's like its own shower curtain that doesn't exist. Don't worry, he's harmless. What's not harmless is the copper bathtub. This has to be a conduit for things to tamper with, crossover, communicate with. I cannot tell you how many times we've had like sounds come from this tub.
Really?
Like this is me, but like
copper?
that.
Oh,
yeah,
straight
you'll much louder than that. That was nothing. You'll hear it like somebody's kicking it, throwing a rock at it.
I've had an idea for a while of using copper during like an Estes Method session because it's known to be a conduit.
I have seen shadows of women dancing along the walls, and we've heard. That's not you.
No.
What the heck?
We've actually caught a lot of spirit box activity of people playing poker at this table.
It won't go off.
That's
Like
how
it is.
sensitive
It's
it
so,
is.
we broke it years ago, so the only way is to go right there. That's so bizarre.
It is. You know, I wonder if we just interrupted a game, like they don't stop on our behalf.
You want us to clear the table,
We'll clear the table.
or we are in your way?
This is the Bethany area, right?
It is.
Cool.
Alan's got the music box.
We're working. Is it working?
Hey, you don't even have a security system in here.
No, not
That's
really.
the only plausible thing would be if that was next to a security camera.
No, not in here.
The only like technical answer to that would be if we accidentally put it next to. No,
No, that's just a table. Just
this is also where she got scratched.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
why
is.
I put it there.
Oh my gosh. That thing's active. Thank you for having us, and sorry for intruding, for interrupting any games or activities.
Now it's lighting up.
It's Tuesday night. They might not have expected us to be here. We might have, because the Tuesday night's not a tour night, so they might be like, "What are you doing here?"
The hell?
What? What?
The hell?
I heard that.
The hell?
What?
Like booted footsteps or heels, more like boots.
Is there like a balcony out there?
No,
No.
he's literally looking down at the street.
No, what the hell?
What?
You were standing still when that happened.
Whoa. Was that you?
We're like surrounded right now.
Non-stop.
I don't understand this.
Wow. I don't think I've ever seen it full like that.
Where'd you go?
Has anyone asked yet if this is the same? No? That was us?
I figured you had lead.
Is this...
Something like a door?
door, right?
Yeah.
Did a door not just
It went-
open? Is this...
Something like a door?
Door, right?
Yeah.
Did a door not just
It
open?
went-
I heard that... The spirit... How?
Are you kidding me?
Whatever is here with us right now, apologize, we don't know what you are, human or not. But have you scratched someone before? Are you that same presence, that same energy? If so, can you activate both these boxes at the same time? Have you scratched someone with the name Bethany? There is something in this building.
The red light in the grid, is that normal? The one right in the center? Is that normal?
Yeah, so the red light in the center is like the center point.
Okay, just making sure.
And then, so it's at 7 currently. And if I were to do that, it will bump it up to 8. So it keeps track. So now it's at 8. So if we see 9, 10, 11, anything, that's how many physical masses have broken the laser grid. 3, 2, We are in the bordello of Goldfield. We know there's something emitting a lot of energy. We can see you and we can hear you. Can you possibly be willing to tell us your name?
Are you the one that attacked Bethany, or was that someone else?
If you know anybody else's names here, can you say it?
Do you recognize me? Regardless if you're the one that scratched Bethany or not, I would love to meet you. If you are the one that scratched Bethany, I want you to introduce yourself to me like you know me. What can you do to prove that you're here? Take this as an opportunity to show that you're really here.
Picking up the recorder.
There was,
Spooky.
Yeah.
There was several sounds.
yeah, and then the small stomps too, right, on the floor.
It
It's not
almost sounded
us.
like something might have been traveling through the room. I don't know.
So there is no balcony around that edge. So like if we're
No,
hearing
no,
footsteps,
no.
it's like if it's at our height, it's inside.
Yeah.
Because there is nothing outside
Yeah.
structurally.
Are you the one that attacked Bethany, or was that someone else? If you know anybody else's name here, can you say it? Do you recognize me, regardless?
That's mapping something right now. See the blue lights?
Yeah,
It's been doing that.
doing that.
So
been doing
yeah,
that.
the blue lights are picking up something. Yeah, right now that's what's happening. Yeah, so like those blue lights can literally form like figures as well. So if it actually were to block out the whole thing like a human shape, you would see it. Oh wait, look, it mapped out 2 events. It's at 10. So it's something in the top right. It's something like up in the top end of the grid.
Earlier I mentioned seeing shadow figures of women dancing. Oddly enough, they're not always on the ground. We've actually seen them up like around the boards, the base boards with the boards above the doors, and most of the time it's either right above this mirror or right above the madam's room door.
Oh, that's literally where,
And
like,
that's
Yeah.
where you're
yeah, it's
pointing
literally
at.
that corner right there.
So essentially, yeah, the mirror, right, the corner right in front of Elton, and then over to the corner above the madam's room door is where we mostly see
Wow.
what looks like women dancing.
That's exactly where it's. Oh, it's even doing it down here now, in the middle.
Yeah, and the big blue flare on the top is enough to like signify. It's so bizarre that the second we set that up, it went off like crazy, and now it's toned itself down significantly. Should we try here at the table?
Yeah.
Sure, take a seat with 4, about 4 chairs.
We're gonna join you on a game. Is that okay? Hope we're not intruding anything.
What game would they play here?
I think the most common would just be poker.
Okay. Do it, Jerry.
That's great. That's getting stronger. Whatever is over there.
If there's somebody in the madam's room wishing to entertain us, come out and entertain us here. We're about to start a game.
Okay, spirits, we're gonna be playing poker now. Feel free to join us.
Also, if there is anyone over there at the bar, feel free to serve a drink. You'll smell cigar smoke. You'll smell whiskey. Make that box light up. Next time I'm in here, I'll bring moonshine. Apple pie moonshine. How's that sound? Just light up the box for me right in the center of this table. Just light up the box for me right in the center of this table.
I may have heard a very faint voice on the headphones.
No, I heard a voice too. That wasn't made up. I heard a voice too. And then right when I started to look behind you, I heard something else. Has me trying to bargain a drink with you offended you? Is that not something you're interested in? I don't recognize that sound.
It almost sounds like I'm thinking how you mentioned like a horse trailer. It sounds like a metal, like
Yeah,
a...
it does. I don't recognize that sound.
It almost sounds like I'm thinking how you mentioned like a horse trailer. It sounds like a metal, like
Yeah,
a...
it does.
If you're trying to communicate with us with intention, can you please knock twice?
Alright, so it is intentional.
Are you okay with us being here? If you're trying to communicate with us with intention, can you please knock twice? Are you willing to share more information with us about you? If so, can you knock twice? Whatever's in that hallway is getting stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. It's like almost like it's like a child-sized mass right now on the ceiling.
Hi. They're actually, some of them would be children. You only had to be 13 to work in here.
Really?
That's why the room behind you has no windows. They didn't trust 13-year-old girls not to sneak out and men not to sneak in. It's called the service room, and when you go in there with the door shut, it is like black. It's a very sad room too. You asked if it wants to share information. There's a chance that it's not allowed. We did run a spirit box in here 3 nights in a row, and every single night we kept getting a woman's voice come through saying, "Rachel, I'm Rachel and I need help." And we were like, how can we help you? We're like, we're here tonight. We brought several people in, investigators, and we're like, we are here tonight to help you, Rachel. How do we help? A very, very deep, dominant sounding voice came in and went, "Don't help." And the whole thing went radio silent, and we have not heard from Rachel since. So we theorized that maybe some of the men in here that want to claim dominance will not allow just anyone to speak. That might be why you didn't get an immediate response to your question, but the other questions received responses.
Give this one more shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who is the person that we're seeing get stronger near the madam's room?
Is there a spirit here that is claiming all the dominance from other spirits?
Is there someone here that feels they're in charge of this place?
Do you want us to stay at this table or follow any of the noises that you're making around us?
Are you upset that there is a woman here who is not working?
Do you want a customer in the service room?
Yes, I want you.
Why? What?
Maybe
It could be anyone, Jay. Why do you think
not
it's
a
you?
bad. It's not a bad question.
you gotta show that money. Maybe it will respond.
That pipe sound, I don't know how else to explain it, was... To me, it sounds like it's coming from, like, almost underneath this, the statue. It's like,
Yeah.
in that realm is where...
It kind of sounds like it's coming from inside the statue. You know what I mean? Like,
Just been over the
I don't know if
camera.
yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Like, kind of. I don't know.
Or there's metal in the service room that would make the same noise.
I feel like when it comes to noises, this is definitely the most active place that I've been with you
And it's
guys.
every kind, too. It's
Every
not like a
kind.
repeating wood noise.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I'm hearing, like, almost like this type of a noise. Or we're hearing harder, like, metallic thuds.
And then like a deep like...
Yeah, it's a
like
massive variety.
creaking.
That we're seeing get stronger near the Madam's room.
Please help me.
And before that, there's a get me out. So right before the REM pod, there's a get me out. And then REM pod, and then please help me.
That we're seeing get stronger near the Madam's room.
Clear as day.
Yeah, that's wild.
Is there a spirit here that is claiming all the dominance from other spirits?
What?
What?
No.
Someone here that's just...
Yeah. I also thought I might have heard run. Run!
There's someone here that feels they're in charge of this place.
That is a male whisper, I think.
Dude, hold on. That's an actual, like, human voice. Yeah, that's a human voice.
It
That's
is.
not even warped
Oh my
EVP.
God, such children.
Who is the person that we're seeing get stronger near the Madam's room? Is there a spirit here that is claiming all the dominance from other spirits? Is there someone here that feels they're in charge of this place? Do you want us to stay at the table or follow any of the noises that you're making around us? Are you upset that there is a woman here who is not working?
Personally, first time really hearing full-on sentences
Yeah.
like that, though. That's
I
insane.
actually, there was one point I thought it sounded like a male
Yeah.
threatening a woman, like, you better not say something. Like, I could be,
After your question, right?
yeah, yeah, and it sounded like it was saying, like, warning someone not to talk.
So how do you get answers if you have one person that wants to talk but can't, and then you have another person that doesn't want to let someone else talk and also doesn't want information to be shared? So how do you get answers?
It's like a place of manipulation and torment almost. there's like a never-ending tennis match of just horrible problems, never-ending issues.
Really dumb thought, but if you're in the parlor room, it's an open space, everybody's free to talk whatever. If someone did go in the private room, that would just be one client, one service person, just one-on-one.
Sure.
It's a thought.
Yeah.
Sure. No one else is allowed in the room. Yeah, so Big Boss isn't allowed in there. Oh my God.
Is that full?
Oh my God. Do you remember when the event? I just walked in front of it and I was like, whoops, I shouldn't have done that. It was at 8. It's at 544.
500?
540. Look.
That's the highest you've ever seen.
Yes.
Yes, I haven't seen it get past 2. And both of the 2 were because I walked in front of it and set it off twice. I literally just stepped in front of it and went, oh crap, I don't want to set it up to 11. Let me look and see what number it's at. 575. So the laser grid is to visually demonstrate to us what this is seeing, right?
Yeah,
we can't see infrared light.
Right.
So there's an infrared grid up.
Just
but
to
there's
show us what's
there's an overlaying laser grid on it.
Got it.
So in infrared, something is breaking this infrared grid. And it's breaking it
over and over and over.
basically twice every second right now.
Which means that something's just there. Something's chilling there, something's sitting there, something's
Yeah, something's just there, basically
I mean-
just doing this at this point. Yeah, exactly.
These rooms would have people constantly going in and out of them, into the bar, to the service room, to the madam's room.
But at that frequency, that means like it's like doing this basically. Like it's almost like there's someone over there like waving at us. Like that,
maybe it's the person asking for help.
like waving, which explains why it's so high up. If their hands
Oh yeah.
are up here doing
Good
this.
point.
Some of it comes down, so that's like a body figure coming down, and
But
it's action up top.
It's a little twisted, but the longer we don't go over there, the stronger it seems to be making it. So like
700.
This is so interesting.
And we watched it when it started. When it
Yes.
started, it was only at 8 because of me.
And slow.
And then 2 more
Very
when I
chill.
showed it.
Do you think that this energy building could eventually then form a full-on entity?
I mean, that would be insane. But that's what it's starting to do. And the laser grid isn't getting weaker. You can see the same strength of every single line.
Yeah.
It's still bouncing off the mirror onto the wall. How about we each go into the room, do 3 questions on our own?
Okay.
Because for all I know, they might feel more safe speaking to
Depending on who and who.
one of us.
Yeah.
I'll just go first.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna be very quiet with my questions. Anyone like to join me in the service room? I have $100. Maybe we can talk. No one else is allowed in here. Service room.
Oh my God.
What, are you okay?
I didn't know
Oh,
the
the
card
card.
shuffling, but then I heard it on the microphone, and I was looking over here, and I thought,
I just figure, we're in it sounds all around right.
Exactly.
I gotta make it feel like it's home.
I thought you
So-
couldn't breathe.
Yeah, that scared me too.
Okay, but let's be quiet.
Yeah, because you're standing in the Bethany spot, just saying.
I'm hoping that you are free to speak. It's just you and I in this room. You can whisper as quietly as you'd like. Whatever makes you feel the most comfortable. I know that there is someone in the parlor who is watching over you, who is trying to prevent you from speaking. Whisper. I'm gonna say yes. If you like to play, let's play high or low. And I know that you need help. If you can tell us anything about you, then we can figure out how best to help you. Need help. If you can tell us anything about you, then we can figure out how best to help you. I am 99% sure that the Panasonic just completely killed itself. I'm like extremely positive this thing just stopped working.
lights and chills.
Like, what do you mean?
I heard it pop.
Yeah.
Just went across my face.
Huh?
I heard the Panasonic go and pop, and then I should be able to see the red light, and I couldn't. This thing just completely stopped itself from working.
But it was just the moment he said that.
Yeah, when that
As soon as you
happened,
said that, I
all
got
three of us got cold. My face and my hand are very cold, like chilly, like.
She got the
her arms
chills,
are
he's
folded.
feeling it, and REM went off twice, and I felt that coming.
There was a sound
As soon
too,
as
which
you broke.
it might have been you walking, but there was a sound somewhere.
No, it wasn't. It was out here. It was
The
right
exact second I was done asking my question, I heard this, like, pop. Like something physically turned it off, and it stopped recording, because I should be able to see a red light at least blinking, even when it's not capturing anything.
Things have turned off equipment. We've had spirit boxes literally say, "Stop recording us. Stop like listening to us." We've had that happen before, here and in the mine.
Insane. I mean, I'll listen back, but it didn't get anything at all. Look, it's just me. Like the second I am like done with my question, like say what you want, it's just off.
Only that you are free to speak. It's just you and I in this room. You can whisper as quietly as you'd like, whatever makes you feel the most comfortable. I know that there is someone in the parlor who is watching over you, who is trying.
They just stopped.
Did you say
What?
somebody in the parlor watching?
There's someone in the parlor watching over you, and then it stopped, and I think that was the exact same time that the REM
Yes.
pod went off, roughly about the same time.
Because as soon as you said,
Well, this-
you
yeah.
yelled to us, I was like, I just got really cold, and then that went off, and then he said he felt a breeze. It all happened at the same time.
And this is the parlor. I wonder if, when you said watching over you, if it was the madam. Maybe the madam came across and set everything off and the cold air. I mean, the madam would be who watches over anyone.
I don't know. I'm gonna try it again. It said it had 30 minutes of free space, so I'm just deleting super old clips. It's like acknowledging that it wasn't like the device. Are you going to keep shutting off our devices? We're going to find a way to speak to the women you have trapped here. We'll figure it out one way or another. So you might as well just let it happen. We have maxed out the device. It does not go higher than 999 events.
That's insane.
We have maxed it out.
I was like, whoa. I was like, what are you doing?
Came up to look at the 99.
Did you guys just like
999.
domino effect scare each
She
other?
domino scared me for sure. I was trying to look at the 999. I don't know why she started like.
It's literally at the maximum amount of recorded events it can have. Nothing has changed. The door hasn't moved. I'll try it again. I'm not going to change anything on this. We know there's something there. We'll just wait and see if it can just fully max out the grid. Alright, I'll give this one more shot.
Okay.
If it turns off again, that's unreal.
Let's try it again. Well, we just want to come here and learn about your place and everyone's lifestyle in here. We know there's been a lot of hardships. We know there's a lot of high demands and stuff like that coming from you and all the women that are here. If there's in any way we can help by just chatting, we're here to listen. Yes. Good, I'm glad you understand.
In the parlor, speaking to the person who seems to be in charge and holding you captive here. So, anything you need to say, please let us know. We'll do everything we can to help you.
Were you responding?
Yeah, I heard it. Now, madam, is that you?
Were you responding?
Yeah, I heard it. Now, madam, is that you?
I am not afraid of the entity holding you captive here. So if this means I get scratched or any physical harm is brought to me, that is okay. We just want to make sure that you can escape and be free. What is your name and what room are you stuck in?
Did you sit down in that chair by the window? There's a chair by the window, maybe it was creaking.
Yeah.
What if I asked you to stand back up out of the chair? Would you be willing to humor me?
Curtains behind.
Is that where you're standing right now, madam?
Okay, my friends are truly housing a parlor, speaking to the person who seems to be in charge and holding you captive here. Now, anything you need to say, please let us know. We'll do everything we can to help you.
Maybe they didn't want to be heard. Maybe they were trying to mind their business and we just heard them and now they're like, leave me alone. It was loud though.
It almost sounded like it was mimicking the sound that made
makes-
in the Panasonic.
Yeah, it did sound like that. Yeah, that's an interesting perspective. It did sound like that.
Anything?
The only thing I got was when I again mentioned the person in the parlor. That's it. That's the only thing I got was this.
Was that?
That's the only thing I got.
That was the like that.
Yeah, the only thing I got was there's someone in the parlor. That's the person holding you captive and in charge here. And I got the yeah, and then no answers to anything else.
Well, hello.
We're almost completely full.
Going to come in here and enjoy your company.
And I'm assuming if it's a cigar smoke, it's a male on the right, typically. When I think of cigars, I think of the person in charge.
Okay. Turning on the Panasonic. Now, I could feel something on the left side of me now. Is that you trying to give me the attention?
Do the sound again for Elton.
I swear I just smelled cigar smoke.
You're right by the bar where I saw that sometimes happens.
That was wild. Cause like I smelt it and then like I did like a double like to actually breathe in and nothing.
Well, I do feel your love, and I want you to know that, you know, I kind of just want to come here to just hang out and cuddle, you know, no, nothing crazy. I just want to talk, and I just want someone to talk to. Would you be willing and open to just chat?
Are you mad that we're here? We're not paying? That we came to your business without money?
Do you feel that we are intruding?
Then I have a question for you. Are you happy that you're here? Does it feel like you're trapped in this place?
I mean, yeah, if you're in charge of the brothel, you need to have people pay for the attention of the women.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, here we are just trying to get it free of charge. I don't have any money on me.
I could kind of feel a bit of a heavy sadness from you. Did this just turn off? No way.
I left my wallet in the RV.
Yeah, I have money in the...
When you record, it's supposed to blink red, yes? Like just blink red?
Yeah, it blinks when it's not recording, holds solid when it is recording.
Right, but the red would come out.
Yes, there should be a red light on it the entire
So
time.
I think whatever that happened to you just happened to me.
Let me see.
Like it died?
I literally was recording, we're chatting, I'm asking the next question, next thing you know, just gone.
It has it has literally over 45 minutes, maybe 40 minutes now of free recording space.
I just feel something on the left side of me too. It's like you trying to give me the attention. Well, I just feel your love, and I want you to know that, I kind of just want to come here to hang out and cuddle, no, nothing crazy, I just want to talk. I just want someone to talk to. Would you be willing and open to just chat? Great. And I have a question for you. Are you happy that you're here? Or does it feel like you're trapped in this place? I kind of feel a bit of a heavy, sad.
The moment I
What?
mentioned heavy, sad, boom, and I was like, wait.
That's a little similar to when it cut off for you. You said
Even.
you're talking about feelings and is it watching over you?
Yeah, so there's just someone in the parlor watching over you, and then it's just other logical thing to me is Estes Method. Because it's
Yeah.
the easiest form to communicate because you're just kind of pushing through things.
Agreed.
We know this is like the hardest possible way to get evidence.
Yeah.
And that's honestly the second hardest way to get evidence.
Not tonight.
But we haven't tried also that. And we haven't tried the easiest way yet. Which is Estes because it's just constantly feeding through the radio station, so
Yeah.
it's a lot easier, I feel like, to coyly push through a message. Right? This requires. Will that work? The Estes method? You probably can't answer that. The catch-22 question again.
I can answer it though. We've had success with it before.
Okay. Try the bathtub.
Yeah. Let's do it.
It's so weird. We have a giant spool of copper in the motorhome because I was getting ready to
Yes.
do it for one of the locations.
Yep.
Was to use copper to like connect to the area. Because I know
Wow.
it's a conduit of energy.
Yeah.
You just happened to point out that there's a copper tub here.
Yeah.
Big.
Okay.
We haven't really introduced ourselves yet. I'm Ginger, and this is my first time at a brothel. And as a female, I'd love to ask you guys some questions along with my friends. Say hi. Can you start by introducing yourself to us? I'm Ginger. This is Jerry.
Blood?
Blood. This is Matt, and this is Evan.
Terrified guardian.
He said, is anyone watching over you in the parlor? Terrified, blood and guardian.
Is someone hurting you right now? Do you need help?
I think I just heard Poltergeist.
What the heck did you hear this? Poltergeist.
For $600.
Money. Makes sense.
Who are we talking to? Tell us something about yourself.
I'm here often.
Are you a client or are you a worker? Are you a client or are you a worker?
Worker is like I'm always here. I have to be here. Maybe even
This is hard for me.
Hard for you to tell us. Are you just straight up not allowed to tell us? Is that what we are understanding? We'll accept a yes or no. Is it difficult?
Very shy.
You don't need to be shy.
Can I sit you down?
You did.
We are seated.
You invited us to this couch, and we are here.
Is there somewhere else you'd like us to sit? Or is there a specific person you want?
Come on, backwards. 150.
Okay,
Are these?
I got you. I could pay for
Getting
that.
educated tonight.
Yeah, I could pay for that. Are there any other ways You like to do this?
Guys, is left.
Am I next? I'm ready.
Behind you.
Portrait of someone up top.
Actually, this picture, I've seen it straight up move on its own. I've seen it just shake and sway and move.
Are you one of the fine ladies on this painting?
Try it. It's business.
Okay, I'm down. Where should we go? Where should I go?
It's your turn.
You should win.
It is my turn. I will.
Lovely.
Okay, I'm coming, baby.
Is there still a body cam in there?
There it is.
Not that way.
Not that way. Okay, I will go towards the other way.
Is he going the right way now?
Let's do this traditional.
What is traditional? I'm first timer here.
I think you should sit in the chair. He keeps making noises.
That one, by the way.
Yeah. Did you heard that?
I did.
You heard that?
I totally did.
There was some weird static coming from the curtain in the upper left.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! I didn't touch it. I'm sitting down this whole time, fam.
Even if you touched it, you couldn't have made the whole thing go off.
Right when you said there was static by the
That was so cool.
What the heck? Well, so what? Wow,
Must have
you're
went
just
the
staring
right.
at me.
He must have went the right way.
You went the right way.
What is the traditional way exactly?
It did say, "Let me sit you down." Maybe that chair is where you get service tonight.
Okay, so I'm ready.
You're huge. Demon. Angry.
Angry.
Demon
Angry. Maybe there's something else here that does not like what we're doing. Also, it's getting colder here.
I think I just heard succubus.
That was going to be my
Succubus
question.
going around here, not liking what you're. Demon, angry, succubus. Something's like getting angry or something.
Please don't get angry with me. This is my first time here. No way. My first time. I don't know any better. Can you teach me the rules of this place?
There was one other time that we tried to explore with the paranormal group where the Bethany boys came from, and
You know, like, that looks weird, boys. Coming in. It's a setup.
Are you afraid that the women here, all the workers here, are going to turn rebellious against you?
Let me show you where it is.
I am willing to go with
The
you.
opening's here.
In the bathtub? Tell us where you want us to go.
Lead us the way.
The box is... Gals, sit down.
Are you intimidated by women now? I'm not allowed to ask questions?
They're trying to kill us. Don't!
Oh, that sounds like two different
Oh
people.
yeah, it's like the females saying, hey, they're trying to kill us. And then now someone comes
Not friendly.
and says, don't
Not
tell
friendly.
them.
that noise wasn't.
Some,
That last creep wasn't him. It was like the bar.
somebody.
Somebody.
It's like, you know, it's almost like if you're like, somebody, it's like in a fight. Somebody,
Yeah.
somebody.
Is somebody hurting someone else? Is somebody trying to harm
This is
someone?
my bar.
I said there was a creep by the bar. Somebody is trying to own that bar right now. Is somebody being hurt by the bar right now?
It's all legal.
There was no law here. That doesn't make it legal.
I'll pay for it.
Yeah. That could mean two different things, actually. I kind of.
Booty, booty!
No
What?
way. No way. Oh my god, the whole thing just went off.
I got that.
Wow. That is so cool.
Under 50.
Whoever's at the bar, are you okay?
Don't be shy. Oh, Ginger.
No.
What? What?
Put me inside.
Ugh. Ugh. No. She's not working, first of all. Disrespectful.
You want me, don't you? Well, weird. 10 out of 10.
Congratulations.
Wow. You know, that's what I was gonna say earlier. It really feels like we are in the middle of what is happening. Right? Like there's a bunch of
Take your pants.
men here
Yeah.
and
Like they're
few
talking.
working ladies, and they're just, everyone is like trying to get in there. You know, everyone's lined up.
It's
And
like
that's
we've been,
almost what
like,
it feels like.
Teleported back in time.
Right.
So how do we get information out of them then if we've been teleported back to the era?
Turn around.
Third time.
Jerry. Oh, that was sick.
We did introduce.
Yes.
We introduced our names.
Oh, we did?
I
No,
said
Ginger, Jerry.
Wait, sorry, Evan, what was your idea?
It's a
Little freak.
terrible idea, but Jerry had so much interaction at the Gravedigger's cottage in the bed.
Get it on.
But what if it was role reversal because they're calling you out? So what if you acted as a service lady trying to seduce a male to get information?
My finger.
Great idea.
No way! That's like, yes, great idea. Wow. Go Ginger, go Ginger, go. Go Ginger, go Ginger, go.
I'm sorry.
Your face and
We can leave
unconscious.
the door open, right? We can totally leave the door.
Can you please be gentle with Ginger, please? She's a gentle, soft
I'll lick
soul.
your skin.
Thank you.
Thanks, Evan. Is this what you wanted? I'm in the service room. You said my
Yeah.
name. I came to the room. Tell me about yourself now. It's your turn. You know a lot about me.
Is anyone in there?
No.
Freak me out. It literally felt someone grab my hand.
I keep hearing tapping on the tub.
I just felt someone grab. I like literally thought Jerry was like coming in to fuck with me.
No.
I just felt someone like actually grab my hand.
Not you.
What?
That big something was not you?
Oh shit! That photo. It's the curtains.
Alright. You've done everything you've asked. I've come into the service room. Where the magic happens. What's your name?
Are you wet?
Are you the one in charge of all these girls here?
Come on now.
You are the one in charge of everyone.
There's Ginger. And then thanks, Eddie.
Thanks, Eddie. Is your name Eddie? Or is your friend's name Eddie?
We got her.
Got me. Now what are you gonna do? What do you do to all your girls here? And why are they so scared of you? What more do you want? I'm already in bed waiting for you. Now don't make me think you're afraid of me.
I'm hearing a lot of sounds now, but no words coming through.
Police said like, all right, Eddie,
Yeah, it basically
finished and
left.
Go
Yeah.
ahead. Paid and done.
How do you guys let me do that for so long?
There was a lot of really good stuff.
It was
there.
insane.
It was amazing how much interaction there was here with Ginger in the service room as well as you in the tub. And once you said dialogue that pretty much insinuated that they were finished, everything went quiet. And for like 5 minutes, there was nothing. And you just started hearing noises. Good night, time to work. It's literally like they finished and went home.
Alright, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So.
Hear that?
Alright, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So.
Hear that?
We said thank you.
It honestly sounded like thank you.
Was there a very faint thank you? Like,
I heard the Okay, so we do have a set time limit. We need to leave Goldfield by because we're meeting with our guide in the Superstitions. So we need to take the camper to get closer to the main road. We'll park it and then we'll meet up with Wayne, who's our guide, who I think is gonna drive us in and then take us into the mountains. So this is the first time I think we're using like vehicles to transit in between locations.
I'm enjoying the one-handed driving with the burger.
Yeah, dude, I gotta eat. I gotta fuel up before we go hiking in the mountains. Just genuine FYI, like he reminded me that rattlesnakes are absolutely a huge possibility today. I have literally no idea what to do if you even encounter a rattlesnake.
You're supposed to step away slowly and not face away, kind of like how you're like, you know, when you get targeted by like a panther or a cheetah.
I do not know that. I've never been encountered by a panther.
You never been targeted by a panther?
You said that like I've done that before. You know, like when a cheetah approaches you?
Remember like last Tuesday when that cheetah was attacking you?
Rattlesnake rattles when you get closer.
Jesus Christ.
So. No. You can sit. Since this is here.
Oh, we have an actual expert.
questionable. There's no hard to eat, dude. Oh, double from In-N-Out?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Man of taste. That's what's up.
Wait, you look different than Jerry. Can Jerry give us some nature tips about rattlesnakes?
Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah, the rattlesnake around the ankles, scorpions around the hands. Those are the two things to be the most worried about. This right here is what I brought in case you come across one of them rattlers. You catch it with that.
Oh.
It's more of a grabber than a catcher.
You got that, Jerry?
I'm not Jerry. What are you talking about?
You're right, Matt.
Jerry's over here.
This is Jerry.
Jerry, the following a person we've never met before into a mountain that's known to kill you. I'm almost done with my burger.
Out of now, there's what, 7 of us?
Oh, that's good. Keep a head count. We'll notice if someone goes missing. That's a good idea. In these mountains, you always want to keep a head count because decapitations are the most common way to die out here.
What?
I mean, if it's not the wildlife, the most supernatural way to die. Oh, nobody prepped you for that?
What?
Oh, we got things to learn. We've got education to educate. Decapitations. Here in the Superstition Mountain, a countless number of people have gone missing, but when somebody is found, it is extremely common to not only be decapitated, but for the head and the body to literally be found miles apart. It is very common and it has been going on for centuries. 2015, in Goldfield, there's a wash on the back of the town. A person's head was found, and then the body was found 3 days later, about 2 miles away. The FBI questioned me if I had seen them, so it goes on out here. It's extremely common. People have been losing their heads out here for as long as they've been looking for gold.
So, just saying we just met you today, you're saying it's extremely common, and the FBI questioned you. What if it's actually you doing the decapitation?
Well, I've always wanted to have a documentary made about me, but I want to be alive to see it, so I thought this was the best way to do it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
editing my own documentary.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on Netflix.
Who do you think?
This is gonna be on Netflix.
Out of the 5 of us, who would die? Who would be decapitated first?
First?
My neck's too thick, it's not me.
Yeah, he's got a fat neck.
Got quick land to put down that burger.
You know I hate to say it. It's one of those two though.
I feel like Nick's gonna be the easiest to break off. I could probably do it with 2 fingers. It's built like a glow stick.
Hey, Nick, can you compare? Oh yeah.
Honestly, I can't really hear what's going on. But
You didn't hear what I
not
said?
really.
Good.
Sorry about me being the first one to die.
No, wait, your tiny little ears can't hear us?
I still can't hear him. I'll hear him when editing.
Where the f***ing Matt go?
Matt's gone!
I'm right here.
The cameraman has to die first. Everybody knows that. Lesson 1, watch your 6. No one's gonna have it for you.
I gotta say, this motorhome has been put through hell and back and it's still kicking.
Oh my god.
There was just
What?
there was a red light out in the middle of the woods that was not the truck because it was not on the road.
What do you mean? What?
There was a red light in the middle of the woods.
Like what?
Oh, you guys actually saw the light?
What do you mean?
You know what that is?
No.
Me neither.
No, I swear to. So the
Wait,
truck.
you're starting to act more like Jerry now.
So where the truck is now, let's say that's 12 o'clock, like 2 o'clock, was a red light.
What?
I don't know.
There are actually rumors of a lot of the Native American spirits who are like, especially the Apache, who are like literally warriors that guard this place. They're supposed to be Apache spirits on horseback carrying torches. I think whatever's out here, if it feels like taking us on, it's not gonna care. There have been campsites completely massacred. There was also the famous Peralta massacre. This is back in 1848. The Peralta massacre though, an entire wealthy family from Mexico was traveling with probably 17 or 18 wagons, maybe more. Every one of them just about got slaughtered one night in 1848. It's very close to where we are now, so numbers might not always matter.
There he is. I wouldn't expect to see him any other way with a dig your own grave.
So it's a possibility that Wayne and or Matt could be the.
They could be in cahoots.
They could be
This could be
cahooting.
they're pretending to have never met, but in reality, this is just what they do.
Sounds
This
to
is gonna
me
be so
like
embarrassing.
Elton knows way too much.
It is gonna be really embarrassing if this is how I die.
No, I'll make sure it's epic. I mean, I mean, watch your 6.
Elton.
Elton.
Yeah.
Jerry.
What's your name?
I'm Wayne.
Wayne, nice to meet you.
Hey, Ginger.
Ginger. So you guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
All right.
Yeah.
Head on down the trail.
Okay.
Following Wayne down the trail.
We're at First Water Trailhead. So, in the Superstitions on the north end of the Superstition Mountains. This is the area where all the Dutch hunters that came in would travel through it. One time this was a road that went into the First Water Ranch. We'll head in that way, kind of go down the trail and head towards Second Water.
What are we most at risk for tonight? Non-paranormal.
There's everything out here. There's
Okay.
mountain lions, there's coyotes. I mean, come on, if you want to go there, there's skinwalkers, shapeshifters, and chupacabras. Come on.
Now, genuine question, how much of that, the last part of that, do you believe?
I believe in this. People have experiences in the mountains, but they're always individually different for different people. So I never hear the same stories. You don't get the Bigfoot story or this story, that. Each person has something so unique. So it's always the individual. It's strange. There's been odd lights, things like that. There was a guy once saw something that was like cold fire. He thought the side of the mountain was on fire, got over there, all the leaves and branches looked like they had been like in intense heat, but there was no fire. But he saw it glowing like red and blue. And so you always have these stories and you're not quite sure why everybody's is different.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can say that makes it sound more reasonable, truthful, because it's always different, or is it something about the mountains that preys on people's minds? A lot of people have died, a lot of people have disappeared. We have 2 people right now, Cayman Welch, Philip Wilson. And they both, Philip Wilson disappeared out here, came out here for a morning hike, was gonna go home in 2 hours. They still haven't found his body. It's been a few years. So people can walk out here and then they just disappear. So, and it's a reality. How many people just go out here and just decide to die?
Right.
How many people go out here and nobody knew they went out here and they just disappeared? You know the famous ones, and you can read about those, but how many other ones? This is the home of the thunder gods.
Right.
You know, the Pimas, the Apache, a bunch of groups, the Hohokam lived here, the Salado. So you had so many different cultures and people over the years live in the mountains. So you just don't know what to rack up to it of everybody's experiences, all the history and everything.
How often do people contact you, Wayne, to see if you'll take them out here at night?
All the time.
All the time?
How many people do I take out here? Very, very few.
Why'd you say yes to us, huh?
I haven't figured that one out.
Okay. That was the biggest lie and pause. Like,
you see how people can get lost in the dark out here.
Absolutely.
Because you're surrounded by cliffs and mountains, and people can get off the trail just 20, 30 yards and can't find the trail again.
Wayne is right. A lot more people have gone missing out here. Being a part of the town of Goldfield, we're sometimes the first to get those calls. There are people as recent as this year that have come out here to die. We do have a lot of stories of people being found out here with their family members being like, why were they even there? Why were they even out there? Like, that's not, they just disappeared from home too, and then their bodies were found out here.
Yeah, we're heading the direction you're going, but up this hill is where the Dutch hunters back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s used to park all their vehicles. So they used to come in here, and then you can see kind of how it looks like a bit of a road still. Now this was where First Water Ranch was. During the daytime you can see it. Okay. Over here in the flat area, there's a little cement pad still. The ranch house was sitting right over here, but the pad is the back area they had, and you could see where there was poles on it. And during the summer, they'd put their beds out there, and then they'd put up sheets, and that was their air conditioning. On this side of the trail, it's hard to see them, obviously it's dark, but this is where the horses and everything were kept. There were 3 guys went up by Yellow Peak, and they disappeared, these guys from Utah. They left 3 hand-drawn maps in their car. None of us could figure them out. Because whatever they had in their head is what they drew, and we just know the mountains the way we knew it. And then finally someone ran across 2 of the bodies up by Yellow Peak, and these skeletons, they were just laid out, just like they sat down and laid down and died.
Wow.
And they found the 3rd guy right up on here on Black Mesa, like he had tried to go get help. But the other strange thing on that was they died, but he didn't try to follow the trail or the normal contour out. He tried to go like the crow flies over the top of the mountain. And he just got over, but on the back side of it, he just crawled under a bush and died. They finally found him.
Jeez.
Once we knew where they were, the maps made sense. People, well, remember there was that guy that they cut off his head back behind Goldfield. Remember that one?
Yeah.
They cut off his hands and feet and cut off his head and stuff.
There's a lot of, yeah,
They found him in a burn pit.
How recently?
Like what, a year ago, 2 years ago?
What?
About a year and a half ago.
Why didn't you lead with that? You're the death metal guy.
It was kind of a weird thing.
There's so many stories, you have no idea.
It's
one of
that's
kind of a
the
weird
problem
thing.
is there's always something completely uniquely odd and different.
It's probably 300 yards away from the town, maybe,
Yeah.
even.
That's insane.
Well, that's where they found the body. They, for some unknown reason, they cut the head and the hands off, but then they tried to burn it all. But then it's all there together, so it really didn't work.
It was
like,
baby's first
ritual.
ritual.
It was a very bad criminal mastermind. Some guy that came into town and obviously fell into the wrong crowd or something happened. And those things do happen. So the strangest experience I ever had back in here, a buddy of mine had went up a place called Spanish Graveyard. It's where they said they found some Spanish armor. But we wanted to look for some stuff. There was supposedly a bunch of metal crosses. We're not sure if they're silver, gold, bronze, what they are. Were buried up on a place called Coffee Flat. He couldn't make it. I'll scout routes and then look up there with the maps, and then we'll set up the grid and we'll make another trip. So I went up there by myself. Had this old 30-06 I was carrying. So eventually I'm just carrying the rifle in my right arm, just walking along. And I look out across this one flat area, probably 70 or 80 yards in front of me. I see a bush. Now, a lot of times you're walking and you're hiking, you'll pinpoint something in the distance, to kind of go a straight line. I'm kind of using that as a pinpoint, and I'm looking at it because it's weird. It looks like a dead kind of tree bush, probably 6-7 feet tall, and it looks like it has like tarp or something like rags hanging off of it. And I'm watching it, and as I get each step closer, I'm looking at the ground, looking up, making sure I'm heading towards it. You know, you get that funny feeling sometimes. For whatever reason, I took my rifle and I held it up in the air, kind of like a greeting, because it had kind of a man figure, but it was kind of like sticks, and it raised the left limb of whatever arm up in the air. So I'm looking at it now going, can that be a person? The wind wouldn't have done that. It was too coincidental. And as I'm making my way towards it, it like just disappears. Now, it looks like it's on a rock like this, flat rock surface. And I'm going, man, did he fall? Like, is there a cliff and he stepped off the edge of the cliff? So I start making my way that way, keeping my eye on it, looking down, looking up. I get there, there's nothing but flat rock. There's no cliff, there's nothing down below it. Now, I've been told by various people, there's a Native American legend that's like a thing you shouldn't see. I couldn't pinpoint if it's a person, if it's a bush, is this a dead tree, what it is. And then it's gone. So I got there, I never felt uneasy. I just kind of was weirded out by, I can't see where this thing went.
Right, but you
so I'm looking
it,
around, but I saw it. And so then I turned around and decided I'm just gonna hoof out. When I went out, of course, I look over my shoulder because I'm thinking somebody had to be there and they're gonna run up behind me, and nothing happened. I didn't talk about it for like 5, 6, 7 years because it bothered me so much, because I could not tell you what I saw, but I know I saw it. And I didn't want to tell anyone because I didn't even know how to explain it. And then I finally started telling the story because my son and I were up here on Black Mesa coming across, and one day I saw something on the side of the mountain. That wasn't it, but it was similar enough that I said, that's kind of what that looked like, and then I told them the story. And then I kind of got comfortable with it and was like, okay, I'll tell it. And that's when, after I'd done a video on it, I started getting people coming back to me from the Navajo reservation, from the San Carlos reservation, saying this is what this is. But these guys had a word I've never heard of and you can't Google, and they just said, yeah, I don't know why you're okay, why you were lucky. That's not the sort of thing you should see. And I'm like, what? And I said, hey, whatever it was, and they're all like, no, you never want to see that again. And I'm like, okay, thank you. When something happens, you kind of capture it in your mind, but your memory has a great habit of changing things, colors, events. So I wanted to go back, see if I could walk to the area, find the rock, and be like, what is in my head is exactly what I remember. And that was it. It was like, okay, no, this is really what happened. And I always tell people is you can't dismiss things, but don't accept things. So I'm kind of in that quandary of like, okay, something happened. There's hundreds of people that have vivid imaginations that imagine things that happen, and they always have something that never ties into anything else. And that makes you curious. I don't know what it is, but people come out and they sometimes hear or see or feel weird things. Whether it's paranormal, whether it's supernatural, what it is, I always have the belief that if there's something physically there, it's just there. It is whatever it is. If there's an endangered species some species they've never seen before or ever heard of before when they discover it, it's just there.
Did you hear that story earlier when he was describing the stick figure? It's crazy that he saw you out here.
I knew where that was going.
Shit, I actually thought that was another camera guy right there.
I will not.
I am so sorry.
Elton!
What? Nick, get out of his lap.
You've gone too
Nick,
far,
stop
Elton.
laying on Wayne's lap.
You've gone too far with the Nick
It's very
joke.
inappropriate what you're doing right now, Nick. You really...
So the next place we're gonna go is a place we found that not many people have ever been to. No history, no explanation. The only thing I'll tell you before we get down there is there are fire rings, but there is no scorch marks, no embers, no charcoal, nothing. Okay. So someone did a lot to manipulate this spot for no reason we know of.
How old do you think this is?
We have no idea.
Are we talking more than a century?
We have no idea.
Genuine no idea. Okay,
we have genuine no idea. Someone who spent as much time in these mountains as I did, just one day decided to cut cross-country bushwhack, and he ran across this.
Wow.
And then he brought out the guys that write the hiking guides and different things, and nobody else had seen it.
Wow.
So we know it's been out there. We just were like, it's one of these weird places where nobody's probably going to just like jump off this trail and go look.
Yeah.
And that was the weird part about it, was like, how did nobody know? Nobody just decided to explore there. Right. And it's just, it's that weirdness. There's a few places like that in the mountains where you're like, what were they trying to do here? It faces north. Everything's kind of perpendicular to north. So I don't think it was an old Native American thing, because that would probably be east. But who knows? I mean, who knows what was down there? When you see it, you'll realize there was manipulation done in the area to things, and it doesn't make sense. And the first thing like I said, I went to the fire pits and was digging in them and finding there's no charcoal, there's no burn. Mm-hmm. So why would you build fire rings like at an entry point and sentry points that never had any fire in them? Because I thought maybe it's ceremonial. No, it doesn't fit that. So we'll walk down in there, and then you guys can have your fun. Watch your step going down this hill.
Understood, sir.
Very careful, because this is going to be a little bit of a zigzag just getting down to the bottom of this, okay? When he lands on him.
The first one? Oh, yeah.
But it's just, there's nothing in there. See that?
Yeah.
None of the rocks are scored.
Yeah, you're not going to pack out your...
Why did you build this fire ring? It's hidden pit. You wouldn't pitch a tent here. It's on rock. So, yeah, what's the purpose of this being here?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait, that's insane. You hear that? Oh look.
Snake skin?
No, that's a tree. It's like this, where that tree root is right there. Okay, earlier when he was explaining to us where we were going, I was looking at like that ridge, like the silhouette, how you can see like the sky with the black. And so you know how you can see like cactus, like it's just black silhouette. I saw something like move, like it must have been, I don't know, half the size of me at least, maybe bigger, and it just like jumped, like almost like out of the cactus into something else. So obviously could have been an animal or something, but I don't know what it was. But it went so fast, and then I put the noise thing up, parabolic, and I didn't
That's
hear
when you
it.
start hearing static stuff.
Oh, and then I heard static here right after.
It's kind of neat, but you can see where someone was working away at this rock. And there's no mineralization there. I have no idea what they were chipping away at that rock for. But see up there, you can see another one hollowed out.
Yeah.
They're all like that through here. And then we came upon this.
Oh, what in the world?
Oh no, this is, yeah.
Wait, whoa.
Why would someone go to the time of doing that? And these sticks have, the storms have brought them down, but that was a neat bundle of firewood up there. But there's no burn marks or anything. It wasn't a kiln. But yeah, you can see the rocks are not burnt. But yeah, somebody set the rocks underneath this. How they manage that, we don't understand it. And you're going, okay, there was a little building, a couple fire pits that don't exist. But you guys see that over there?
What?
Look in the background.
Like the A shape right here?
Oh no, the formation of the rock?
Yeah, with the hole through it?
Yeah. A shape.
Yeah, someone built that, carved that out of rock. Now, we never found any pottery, no arrowheads. I don't know if they did burials out here. No idea what this was about. And we explored up on every cliff, every area here, went all the way to the back, and we've never found any sign. Because we thought at first this is like, there was a village, something here. Because look how open and flat it is.
Yeah.
Perfect area to have a camp. There's nearby water. But there's no sign, like I said, no pottery, no nothing, no charcoals in the ground. Huh.
Someone like dug it out. Ooh, snake. Baby rattlesnake, I think, right? I don't know what that is.
What the heck?
Is that a
just hanging?
Is that a baby rattler?
Where?
Do you see the tail?
Right here.
Yeah, it's just a baby.
Yeah.
Still not good.
Yeah, right there.
Well, can you see his tail?
Yeah, do you see the tail as it rattle?
In there or up on
It's right here.
Sometimes you get like the tingle because you kind of feel like, oh, what is this, you know, and you feel awkward, or your hair will stand on the end of your arms because you kind of feel like, oh, what is this, you know, and you feel awkward, or your hair will stand on the end of your arms.
Is there a device on you that talks? I'm hearing a voice.
You're hearing a voice?
Is that you? Do you hear that?
Shouldn't be. It's not me. I don't have any, and I have no signal.
Who else heard that?
And I got my stuff set for mute.
There's a voice speaking.
There were voices or something back over that
There's
way.
a
female, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought I heard someone up over that way.
It could have been. It was just
over the ridge.
It was just out here.
But I just heard it briefly, and I thought, oh, is there someone else out
What
there?
I heard sounded a lot like, "Hey, come over here." What do you see?
This is really bizarre. We've been using this thing for a few years, and I haven't ever. Whoa! I've never seen it do this. So I have it in thermal imaging mode. But it's creating like almost like a shadow of them. But if you could ever describe what a spirit would look like in terms of like a gray, right, transparent figure.
Okay.
It's creating that, like trailing them.
Like after them.
Yeah, it's like creating like an alternate version of them behind them. But it's in thermal mode, so it should only be detecting heat and nothing else.
Is it me? Or is it like there's dust in the air? Look at the haze. A little bit of a haze.
Yeah.
And I just keep looking at it because none of us are kicking up any dirt, really.
No.
There shouldn't be this haze. It's just to the, it kind of comes all the way around here. If you look behind them right now, you can see it in my flashlight.
Yeah, I see it.
It's big time.
I wonder why. It's not
I don't
windy or
know.
anything either.
It's moving from the south, but there's barely any breeze.
Oh, no way. No way. Huh?
Where is it? Where is it?
On the rock pointing toward us. All the way over there.
No way.
It's right here. Right there.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
The hell?
Well,
You can
hello
always
there.
stick Jerry in the hole and see if he goes to another dimension.
They do say the portal to hell is around here.
You know.
That's what the Apaches said.
We haven't put anybody through there yet, but there is a snake there too, so.
I like how you volunteered me already.
Well, they seem to be volunteering you for a lot of stuff.
Is this a human spirit? Dude. That was set up in the brothel the entire time we were there, and not once did it go off.
Can I ask someone a favor?
What?
I hit a cactus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a Leatherman.
Oh, no, let someone else do it. You stand up straight.
Yep, I'm not moving.
I don't know what to do in this situation.
Okay, you're gonna just take it, reach down and flick it away from him. Well, back up a little so you're not next to the cactus. It hits the cactus and bounces back at
Like
you.
just grabbing the whole
Okay,
head?
you move over, watch the cactus. Yes. Don't, oh,
What do you want? What?
just stick it behind it and then try to flick it away. Okay, it's stuck to the other one.
Yeah, that's a nasty one.
There you go. Now, good spot for someone else to step on it. Good job. Did it get through your pants?
Maybe a little.
Okay. Well, these ones don't have as bad a hooks, so it'll itch a little.
yeah.
There's one more needle right there. Decided to hang out. Okay.
That's been in there for about 5 minutes.
For real?
Be careful.
The music box was going off and I didn't want to interrupt it.
No. Ask who wants tobacco.
Wow.
That's a yes.
It wants tobacco.
Wow.
Big yes.
What the hell?
Here.
An offering?
Here.
Could it also be in another language?
Put the butt in your pocket, but break up the tobacco and go up and give it some tobacco. Pick it up in your hand and then just spread the tobacco in a little pile up there. Don't sprinkle it. Pile it up so they can roll the smoke with it.
Oh. Sorry about that.
Anybody got any snacks?
Ooh, hold on. I have a couple protein bars.
Take a bit of protein bar.
That's so weird. The side of my ear just started ringing. Coming this way.
Some tobacco for you.
Imagine that tobacco just like lights itself on fire in that little pile. Sounded like it said Apache.
Well, who knows Apache here?
Not much.
Whoa. That's funny.
What?
It fell.
The speaker just fell.
Not much.
Whoa. That's funny.
What?
It fell.
The speaker just fell.
Let's see, my knowledge of Apache words.
Goatsy.
Calling it a dog probably is not the best thing, but you know.
I trusted you.
Yeah.
Sorry for giving you the peace offering because
it completely stopped.
Yeah.
Sorry for giving you the peace offering because
it completely stopped.
It completely has completely. You want to check it to see if a battery's dead or something?
I didn't even think about it that way. That is not only an offering, but a peace offering.
Well, that's what it is. Tobacco is a peace offering. Don't give us no harm, you know.
Well, no, we normally think of offerings to like stir up activity.
Yeah.
But that almost did the opposite. I'll take it away and see if anything changes.
I think that's
Check the battery
interesting.
first. Just assure yourself that it's working.
Yeah, once you walk up there, you'll know.
Oh yeah, it's working.
The music isn't kicking, it's just spinning.
You know what's crazy? But look at the K2.
Popping off.
It's on the rock. Okay, I'm taking away the tobacco. K2 is spiking as I keep getting rid of it.
Scruple. Difference. There's a difference. Coat.
If you want us to give you another offering, can you please show us that you're still here?
It was not deep enough.
Go away. They said go away.
Well, we're not gonna go away yet.
Oh.
Flashlight. Flashlight. Everything's so active right now.
Ooh, bar suffix.
Why would you want us to go away? Whoa.
Are there spirits right now coming through that portal?
Yes.
Do you know who opened this portal? Can you turn the light off so we can ask?
That's cool.
Is this portal an entrance to another dimension? Is this portal an entrance to the underworld? Oh, the other one.
Flashlight.
Whoa, double confirmation.
That's wild.
Holy shit. Can you turn them both off, please?
What the heck?
Let's go!
You just confirmed that this is a portal to the underworld. And we all got sidetracked and completely abandoned that you were answering that. So I apologize.
The underworld's exactly what I want to talk about, though. When you said that, I was locked in.
Literally nothing. These flashlights have not gone off until we re-brought in the conversation.
Yep.
That is some deep Superstition Mountains stuff right there.
South of here, there's a place called the Spiral Staircase. Yeah. It goes deep down about 125 feet in the ground. And we have to wonder if it has something to do with the underworld, which was the Hopi came from the underworld. populated the earth.
The Apache believe that that literally leads to hell.
It's a 150-foot tunnel you crawl through, and then it leads to a spiral staircase to a wooden floor at the bottom, and it actually exists. Because they found the Hohokam in these mountains here, they found feathers and beads that would have come from the Aztecs or the Mayans. So there would have been possible trade routes with these cultures. Sometimes you have to wonder, is there an interconnectivity between these different cultures we don't really fully understand?
Was this portal opened by the Aztecs? Dude, it's neither of them have gone off in the last 5.
I think it only answers to you.
Well, it's only when we're asking questions about the portal.
It pertains.
It's literally only choosing to answer when we're asking questions about the portal. All the side conversations it ignores.
Yeah, let's.
Well, I'm just saying, it's just like proving the point that we can go on a tangent for 3 minutes and get nothing.
Yeah. All the tribes out here, especially the Apache, they, like I said, they believe that that's a portal to hell.
Was this portal meant for elementals to be able to enter and exit the Earth's surface?
I think you're going the wrong direction there, Elton.
What would the right direction then be?
Is this a gathering place?
Meaning?
Is this something that can call to them, they can pick up energy, or they come in like a pub? Like a place, you know? A little mezcal. A little place to hang out and visit each other. Cross paths, right? Possible elemental entities coming through the area, just passing through. And they're curious, because who the hell are you guys out here, right? Is that a possibility? Right? They're going, who are you?
Yeah.
Why are you here? You're new. You know?
You're not wrong.
This guy's been here before. He comes out.
Is there somebody that can come through this portal that can either manifest or physically tamper with us? I would love to meet them.
Both.
Wow.
Again, until we talk directly about this portal and the Underworld, these are not activating.
Yeah. They're locked in on the portal right
Bet
now.
we could go spend 10 minutes and talk about Clifford and cartoons, nothing, and the second we bring back up the Underworld, they'll all go off again. Turn the light off, please.
Oh my God.
How does he? It listens to you so well.
It's insane, Elton.
You have a commanding voice.
Is there a burial ground near us? Is this portal still open?
Maybe it doesn't understand what portal is. It hears you trying to guesstimate about what you're talking about.
Is this passageway, this connection between realms, does it still exist right now? That was so weird. I just saw the flashlight like turn red, but not on.
It's the second time we've gotten wrong.
Yeah. We got Need Minute Program and Rhonda again.
Huh.
Rhonda.
Why? How did we get such clear answers and then now it's completely halted?
Homicide. Oh.
Homicide.
Picked homicide.
Think about it. You're on 3 super volcanoes that collapsed. Think of what's going down below us. The reason they hear the thunder in the mountains is because the shift of the plates and the volcanic activity below us. So if you're someone 1,000 years ago, what are you thinking when you hear rumblings in the mountains?
Thunderstorm.
But there's a lot of energy, a lot of mineralization. You got quartz, you got iron, you got everything.
What if the underworld is quite literally like the underworld? Like we think of the underworld as like figurative hell.
Yeah.
What if it's, you know, there is the whole like hollow earth core, inner earth like theory. That is one of the big superstitions about here, is the center of the mountain is like an entrance to another dimension or entrance to like, you know, the hidden realm of earth.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1,
Was this ground used for rituals and sacrifices?
And by chance, does anyone here recognize that guy right over there? You ever seen him before?
Is there a reason that you've drawn us all here tonight?
This truly is a portal to the underworld. Can we hear what it sounds like? Ending. Coming down. I'll turn this back on.
Was this ground used for rituals and sacrifices? By chance, does anyone here recognize that guy right over there? Ever seen him before?
You find something?
I don't know.
Okay. We'll go find out.
It's a weird spot. Like something was dug up. See how it's mounded up a little?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not all ash. It is ash. It's like actual soot.
Yeah, there's like this little hole in the middle of them. You notice that?
Yeah.
And then this white stuff distributed around. You can tell someone dug here. It's not just like a small animal. There's one there too.
It's a little Nokia stick.
We've heard a lot about this sacred ground being negative. Heard multiple occasions and cases where people have take their own lives, where they have found dead.
Flashlight.
I was just about to say the flashlight hasn't gone off in a while.
Yeah, right?
Now, whether you are a victim or you are the one that is causing all the negative energy, wow. We can feel you, we can hear you. We just want to understand more.
But you can see where, yeah, it's like, I think it's lime, but see how it's...
Yeah. What creates the white?
That's what I'm saying.
To me, that's always soot. That's like what the byproduct of ash.
That's not ash.
It's so soft. Like I feel like I could just stick my foot 2 feet in right now. That's so bizarre.
Yeah, because it's just, you know.
Yeah, when I look at that, I literally think of like cremation.
But you go around most of the places, you can tell the ground's hard, and you get these spots.
Yeah, this is like
something. It's like something's leaching up through the ground.
Yeah, I can just stick that whole thing out my foot.
Unless what we're doing is we're finding spots where they buried cremated bodies, and you're digging some guy up.
Yeah,
I wouldn't think that. I wouldn't think that. Because look how, yeah, it's just soft.
Now, if I'm talking to the victim, can you please turn on the flashlight for me? Any of you that had lost your souls. Thank you.
See, here's another one. See where the hole is? Oh yeah. It's dug, and then it's just leaching out.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, now I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just each time I'm finding them, it's the same principle. You got that little dirt area that's a little different, and then you have this leaching area. Huh.
Now I understand what you're saying.
I don't think you'd see it during the day like you're seeing it at night.
Something's literally protruding from the earth.
And if people were putting their cremated, you know, they usually stack rocks.
Right.
Or do something to kind of show you the sign that, you know, they put, you know, to remember where they put them and stuff.
Right. That's interesting.
When you dig down in, there's just more of it.
It doesn't seem like you are enjoying our company here
Died.
anymore. Wow, really?
Right when you said that, yeah.
Wow.
It
Wow.
went pop. Died.
Is that some? Do you want us to leave? You don't like us being here? Or even better question, did you leave? Like, they just say, peace out, I'm over this. You
Is
know?
it possible to get any more answers? Oh, no, you're still here.
Still here.
Still here.
I appreciate you for letting me know, so you just chose to ignore me. Thanks. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Oh, you know why it's back on. Look who's back.
Set the box off if you want one of us to sacrifice ourselves in the portal.
What?
What?
Why is that your first question to
I want to get right to the point, you know?
If you want it to be Jerry, set the box off one time.
If you want them to be Ginger, set it off. Yep, there it is, Ginger.
Do you want a human sacrifice? Do you need that level of energy? Do you want that level of energy? You don't need it. There's a new wood box. To you it might just appear as a small dot of light or energy closest to that rock archway. You've been able to activate and use every other electronic device here. Can you activate that one?
Offer it the box.
Offer the box? I love that box. It's my favorite box. We're going to need to leave somewhat soon. But is there any piece of information or knowledge or a message that you want passed on? We can help relay that message to more people.
Has anyone noticed that the air is just the constant same temperature and the breeze just completely dissipated recently?
It is interesting.
We messed around with those pits or whatever, and it's just there's no breeze, there's nothing.
Not a music box, flashlight, or REM pod. Nada.
It went dead. Like I said, you could just sense it. Just the temperature just became steady. The breeze disappeared. Everything was gone.
Elton, you could try blowing the whistle.
That is true. I have it.
That's gonna wake something up.
Here we go. I'll go blow it in the portal. I'll blow it in here. Let's make it fun. Let's make it fun. Me and my snaky buddy.
Flashlight glowed ever so much as you walk past it.
Hi, snaky buddy.
Flashlight.
Hardly though. It's so dim now.
It's trying.
I'm gonna do it one more time. Listen to your guys' 3 o'clock. Because after I did, I heard something whistle back. And way too delayed to possibly be any form of an echo. Can you whistle back after this?
Dang. Yeah, wow.
Completely, huh? Yeah. Shows how crazy this was going off at Goldfield then.
Yeah.
It's been out for 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Did you ever give it any tobacco, Ginger?
Not the second time, because
You
I
should
didn't
give
want
it the second time before you leave.
Oh, yeah?
Say thank you.
Okay.
True.
You should always say thank you.
I will spin this and get all the tobacco to come out. There we go. Thank you for communicating with us today. Thank you for your answers, for teaching us. And we'll see you next time. In the portal to the underworld.
Portal to Middle Earth.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to go to Middle Earth.
Middle Earth.
I'd be down. He did think he thought he heard Gollum, so.
Middle Earth is just where all like the middle income elementals live. Just driving their like 10-year-old sedans and their middle class jobs, just working their factory jobs, right? Just boiling all the magma. You know?
Boiling the magma.
Boiling the magma.
Yeah, they're making the rings.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's what Middle Earth is, just straight up middle class spirits and elementals just doing middle class jobs, dude. Just manufacturing Earth's crust and moving plates around.
All the earthquake is actually caused by them.
Yep, that's what they do. That's Middle Earth.
Are you confusing them with orcs?
No, I think orcs. That would be it. An orc is like literally when you think middle class and you think of like paranormal, it's an orc, right? I think of elves as like lower class.
Ooh,
what? No way.
Elves are Keebler elves. What do they do? Make cookies.
No, I'm thinking
Santa's
like
elves. What do they do?
Orlando
Make toys.
Bloom elves. You know.
Hobbit
Those kinda
elves? Yeah, those are lower class.
Whoa.
They don't have shoes. They don't even have shoes.
They're
They literally
ears,
don't have
though.
Exactly.
And they have that cool hair.
They don't have
jewelry.
shoes. Think of think of an elf, think of a hobbit. They're dressed poor. They have ripped shorts, no shoes, terrible clothing.
Have you seen
long
Rivendell?
hair? Huh?
Have you seen Rivendell?
What's Rivendell?
Oh my god.
I know what Riverdale is.
I know what river dancing is.
Riverdale is where the high elves live.
Riverdale?
Yeah.
I know that show. Absolutely, everyone's gonna agree with me.
Sorry, Rivendell.
Rivendell.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
Damn it.
Yeah, you know why? Because you're an elf and you're poor and you couldn't afford an education.
Dog, I went to art school.
Yeah, look where they got you. I love simultaneously roasting you. That's also 100% me. Those are my favorite insults that are actually really just me self-deprecating, but projecting it onto you.
Rivendell. Riverdale? Ravendale. Ravenclaw.
Oh, no, I'm a Hufflepuff.
I'm a Hufflepuff.
Nice, I knew we were friends.
I think we're Hufflepuffs. What's Jerry?
Yeah, dude, elves are definitely the lowest.
Jerry didn't make it into Hogwarts.
Jerry ran into the train station 9 3/4 with bulk.
I'm dehydrated. I feel like we've been in the trail for more than 5 hours, just walking straight. And we're running low on energy. Running low on equipment. We might have to just sacrifice heaven and survive.
You can drink my blood if that'll help.
You're so weird, dude. Who says that?
I just want to make sure you don't die. I'm looking out for my friend.
Who's dying? No one's dying here.
It sounded like you were dying 30 seconds ago.
Did I say that?
Sure did sound like it.
No. I'm healthy. Healthy as ever, Evan.
Okay.
Healthy as ever.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're still filming.
Oh, are you really?
You told me to keep rolling.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you said in case something happens.
No, I just said have a camera ready in case something
dog,
happens.
then I'm gonna cut the camera.
Oh yeah, I just said I just have a camera ready in case.
I'm always ready.
Oh yeah, I just, you don't have to have the camera on.
Okay, well I'm just gonna cut.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Well, that was it.
What?
Thanks, man.
Yeah. That is it. Yeah. Thanks. What do you want? Thanks,
I want
man.
a hug.
Thanks,
There you
man.
go, man.
Come on.
Thank you so much for showing
See you
us
there,
around.
Jerry.
I'll
Thank you. Thanks for keeping us safe. Appreciate it.
You.
Whatever, did.
You don't even have t-shirts.
What do you mean?
Is that your
Yeah,
t-shirt?
this is my t-shirt.
Let me see the back.
Literally only wearing our own merch right now.
Conquer and repeat, send it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I like mine better.
What's yours?
What's yours say?
Dig your own direction
Wow.
when you're treasure hunting.
Okay. You're probably not gonna find much treasure if you do that.
Whatever's going up your thing, man, you do it, man.
Just roasting each other?
Yeah, is this the love?
Oh, my goodbye wasn't good enough for him, and then he was like, "Oh, where's your merch?" I'm literally wearing it. What? Come on.
So you need something that pops, though.
I need something that pops.
Yeah, pops.
Only one of the biggest.
You need to have Jerry get involved in merchandise, because I think Jerry would have a popping idea: tie-dye, flowers.
Yeah, he's actually.
Hold on a second. Wait, I think that's not
Tie-dye
even.
flowers.
Gary's actually had a few ideas. He had this idea about this like podcast where people would like submit their stories, and then he would like read their stories.
No, I follow that podcast
like,
called Haunted Homies.
Yeah,
I
he had this idea.
Yeah.
That was like people would like submit stories that haunt them, and then he would like read their stories that haunt them.
Yeah.
And, like,
How did it go?
It was great.
Yeah,
we went on for
I had
3
a guy I
seasons.
worked
Can you
with.
believe it?
Yeah.
And he's
amazing.
He
Phenomenal.
wants to do this little sports thing.
Yeah.
And it's him all his
little
black,
sports thing.
his
That's
black,
what Nick plays.
His black ponies and stuff. They like to sit around and talk basketball.
Yeah.
So we talked and worked it out, and he says, "You do YouTube. How should I do this?" And then I told him. I said, "You know what you need to call it? With Chris Williams." And he's like, "Oh no, I can't do it." I said, "No, you just you don't do." But I said, "You need to make it so it's like it with Chris Williams."
Yeah, like
Something with a
TFIL.
bang.
Like
So that
TFIL.
pops,
Like the
he
list,
blew
right?
me off because I said everybody's
No.
gonna remember it with Chris
Good question.
Williams.
What if there is a channel called The F***ing List? Does that sound?
No, it's different.
Yeah, it is, right? It's almost like the channel that you...
And he has his name in there. I told him, that's great branding to put your fucking name in there.
Yeah, right? The f***ing list would be such a cool name for a channel, right?
Yeah.
TFIL.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look like that kind of guy. He's kind of a real easygoing, mellow guy.
Yeah.
So it really...
Opposite from him.
Yeah.
But no, this guy instead, he puts a YouTube channel together. It doesn't get many views, and he's putting the
Just
merch
like the
out for the YouTube channel. Even has 100 subscribers.
Oh yeah, that's really
I
silly.
said, dude, you're going the wrong direction.
Yeah, that'd be like putting out ketchup, but using other people's ingredients.
Yeah. So do you do your merch yourself?
Yeah.
Or
No,
do you
I
have a vendor you have?
No, I do it all myself.
You do it all yourself?
I literally design it myself. I have my printer. We ship it all
Do you hate
myself.
the overhead?
No, it's actually really nice. I have really incredible
What do you
profit
do
margins.
size-wise?
Everything from small to 4XL.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you do women's and men's?
No, I do unisex.
Okay, so you do that, so you don't have the... Well, no, this is important shit.
Yeah, this is really important.
It's important shit. Like you're looking at shot glasses, now that's not worth... You
No,
gotta
I don't do
decide
shot
what you
glasses,
do.
no, yeah.
No.
I do
Playing
merch
cards,
bags.
it gets expensive. Who's gonna buy that shit?
No, yeah, for sure.
Coffee cups are always awesome because
Yeah.
everybody will buy the coffee cup.
Yeah.
No, they will.
No, I don't think so.
We
My
haven't
my
done
audience.
coffee
Do you like ketchup?
What?
Do you like ketchup? Would
I
you
like
ever buy ketchup?
What the random shit is that? You like ketchup?
It was important.
It was important?
It was important. You know, it's a merch. We're talking about merch, right? I want to join in on this
You have your own
conversation.
brand of ketchup?
Yeah.
Not
Really?
yet.
Not yet.
Oh,
It's working
not
on
yet.
it. I'm
Okay.
working on it.
He's working on it.
You know,
I'll have
it's
to watch.
good,
I watch your guys' videos now.
Yeah.
I kind of
Do
watch.
you watch the list? Have you heard of that channel before?
No, I hadn't heard of that one.
Yeah.
I just
I'm
don't
not
have
mad
the
about
tall
it.
guy with the weird hair.
Yeah. We don't have a tall guy.
Yeah.
We have a little guy in
But
our group.
that show's really well done because it's so different.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's as popular as a lot of other shows because they're kind of disrespecting that whole paranormal culture to some degree.
I feel like they were one of the pioneers, though, in my opinion.
I think they're funny.
Man, I'm just thinking about it's crazy that Nick almost blew away in that breeze earlier.
Be my band.
You just keep getting crossed.
How much do you weigh? He treats you like you weigh 70 pounds.
It looks 70.
I didn't know they made scales that only use ounces.
He does have to sleep sometimes. You know what? Get my number from them. I will text you some cruel and awful shit to do to people while they're sleeping, all right? There's some good stuff. And he won't know what's coming because he's just going to wake up and it's wrong.
He's also my boss, so I kind of have to
But
like...
he can't pin you with it. I mean, you're just going to be snickering every time he has to run to the bathroom because it's just flying out of
Niggas, he doubling weight.
You got him. You got him.
Poor guy. Poor guy.
He's just gonna edit all this out. Why are we even doing this?
I feel like the next time if I ever see you guys again,
We will.
he's gonna weigh
He'll be
like
floating away in a
480
kite.
pounds. Eat potatoes all the time, trying to starch up. Where the f do you find these guys?
We found it.
They contacted me. Okay.
Okay, we gotta wrap this up. I gotta
By the way, Juice was like
I have so many more jokes right now. It's crazy, dude.
Bob's not like that at all.
No, he'll surprise
He's a
me.
businessman.
But sometimes
I just find it funny.
I have no idea what his actual
We
opinion
should
is.
probably cut. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
I don't know. I mean,
Give us one last joke. One last joke.
Huh?
One last.
Oh, I said Nick's body weight is 80% hoodie right now.
You know, your other ones were better. We can end on that.
Yeah.
I'm wearing your merch.
Yeah, you're welcome for keeping you down to earth.
Bye. I gotta go see somebody.
The only person that wear weighted shoes.
if he sleeps with his mouth open, it's chili powder.
Chili powder?
Oh.
Man. Yeah.
That's actually really good.
It just fucks up your throat. Fucks up your mouth.
Oh, especially for him?
Oh, he's not a spicy guy?
Oh man, that's fun.
All right, good night.
Good night, I guess.